never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knock us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win. I had to stop being base. Hold on, my dreams at the chase. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fill up a foe, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never a foe, never could bend. Just wanna win. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash, there's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this money is making you mad.
Take a break. Two shots.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Walls is checked in for Boston. And then for Washington, Chris Middleton's checked in for Anthony Davis. Zach LaVine comes in for Gallinari. And it's Paul in for Bibby. They've got Jimmy Butler. Wallace is out there with Garnett. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Brogdon in at the two-guard slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Butler. That's in for his fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Oh, he catches the defense off guard with a wide variety of Butler's bringing the decision.
Ball against Lillard. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Lillard.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Here's LaVine. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Ball against Butler. Rebound, Washington. Williamson's got 6 rebounds in the game. At 10, the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Towns.
Capable of doing many things well. LaVine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And Craig, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got him pretty fired up, Kevin.
Boston leading by 8. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Kicks it to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Look at the versatility of Paul. I mean, he can lead the break for you. He can finish. He can be a decoy. Such a tough matchup.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Chris Paul. Boston, no good that time either. Middleton looking it over. He dishes it to Williamson. The three, Levine. Wizards working now with the new shot clock.
And the legend just continues to grow. Zion Williamson could be an all-time great.
Lillard against Paul.
Nice. And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Levine, the dish to Paul. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
I mean, this is why you put the ball in Paul's hands. Sometimes he's not going to back down.
Here's Boston now. They've led by as much as 10. Lillard outside. Range. It's rebounded by Towns.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williamson kicks to Levine. Some solid defense from Brown.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Washington calls timeout. They trail by 6. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring.
And another. Simmons passes to George. Pass to Holiday. Pass to Vucevic. No good on the 3.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
On the floor for San Antonio. Here's out there with Vucevic. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. The game now all time. 18 points for Luka Doncic.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Definitely. But this is the time where you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Doncic, true on the 14-footer. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Paul Pierce.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Jason Tatum comes in for Blake Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Chauncey Billups. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Here's Simmons to the wing right side. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Simmons. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And the Mavericks call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Paul Pierce.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Lowry against Simmons. To take the lead. Keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And it's Capella missing. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. A 2-point game. A shot by Pierce will not go.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim. He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Now, here's George. Calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. So quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant. Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 3. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. KD looking around. And he banks in the layup. KD's got 30.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hand, and he'll deliver.
Doncic against George. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Lowry finds Tatum.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum is going to be around for a while.
Adams, he's checked in for San Antonio. He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
George against Doncic. Outside, George shoots over Doncic. Offensive rebound. And Drummond is right there. And the Spurs lead by 2.
He's a guy who's getting more chances to make big plays and big moments. Drummond come through for his team.
Durant.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gates checked in for Jakob Hurd. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by one. Doncic against George. Back to Drummond. Outside, George. Misses the three.
Well, it makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just his size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by one. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
This is it to Durant. Fades back. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. All right, David, thank you. That concludes this broadcast.
Good job. Hey, guys. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Yeah, go ahead, go and do what you want. Live free, do what you want. Ride around town, ride a bike or something. Stay carefree, live like the sun. Man, I know all the times they putting you down. I know it take a lot just to put up a smile, but for now, do things you ain't did in a while. Blue dress, ooh girl, I'm feeling your style. We out to get it. We on that, we about to shut down the city. We made a weed by the force in our system. We love the weed on the cock of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of mine when we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know it's a lie.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Brogdon. Good. Quick play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 15-point game. We've got Garnett down out there with Richard Hamilton. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Brogdon in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Gallinari. 5 on the clock. Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Celtics leading by 13. Pass to Brogdon. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And it's Paul missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play. And in the end, victory for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Garnett.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Covington's shot is off.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine like so glow. Every lyric king, cold, so most. Like Rondo on my glow when I pivot. Most these people move like clones. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke. But they should have told me
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Wiggins, Holiday out there with Morant. Then it's Paul George, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And Harrell, wide open, he shoots. Offline with his 3.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the play. Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Mavericks trail by 9. Outside Williams. The tray. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. To the middle. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hill. Jason Tatum comes in for Chauncey Billups. And Durant subbed in for Lou Williams. The Spurs also changing it up. Andre Drummond's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Pierce comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Ben Simmons in for Morant. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're leading by 7. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. You know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Simmons with
Whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now here's Durant. From 16 feet away, he pins it. Durant's got 32 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Pierce against Durant. Durant with the steal.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
And now we've got the intentional foul. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Simmons against Lowry. It drops, and now they trail by just 4.
Hey, Kevin, when it's an important moment in the game, a big time in the game, he flat out takes over. Lowry is a gamer.
Oh, here's Simmons. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. And he converts the layup.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Capella finds Lowry, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
You have to foul.
Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Change, man, I'm looking dangerous. On the crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger. Now let me give you what you came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live.
They double in with Vucevic. Outside Lowry. Inside, it's stolen by Vucevic. We've got Pierce. Simmons is out there at Paul George. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. It's the San Antonio 5.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. The first one falls.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Spurs making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Tatum, he's checked in for Dallas. And here's George. Over Tatum. Vucevic finds Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Capella against Vucevic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. They can take their time on this possession.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Durant, the pass to Capella. 16 feet away. That one a little long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss attempt.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Now, here's George. Shoots over Doncic, and good. Got the angles that time as it falls. 13 points for George.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
A deep three from Durant. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
George against Doncic. Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's George. Just 5 to shoot.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Mavericks leading by 11.
And now we can start talking about game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for Dallas.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Kevin Durant.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Now here is Lowry. And there's the pass to Doncic. Stolen by Pierce. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Doncic against Pierce.
This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win. I had to stop being base. All of my teams had to chase. You counted me out, I counted me in. Fell off before, but never again. They boxed me out, I never fit in. Never will fold, never compete. Just wanna win. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot.
So it's the Celtics now. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton. Levine is out there with Paul. And there's Davis. And it's Towns in at the center position. Now here's Butler. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Middleton. Pass to Towns. The ball, 5 to shoot. Over Butler. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Davis. No good off the front line.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
Just so competitive. I mean, Jimmy Butler brings attitude, not only to the games, but practices as well. Kevin, you remember that infamous Minnesota practice before he got traded in 2018? Yeah, that's going down in NBA more.
Now here's Paul. It's Davis on the wing. Middleton outside. For 3, Levine. He can't get it to go. And the Celtics going the other way now.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Brown the pass to Lillard. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Passes it to Levine. For the three. They get it back. Towns. They shoot again. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now here's Brown. Lillard outside. No good that time. Towns with the defensive effort. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Scott Brooks.
Wala eh. 20. Oh, 13.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Washington now. And it's Paul with the ball for the Wizards. Trailing by 13. We've got Richard Hamilton. Jaylen Brown out there with Garnett. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Wallace in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5.
Nice rhythm. Nice release. Williamson is making strides with the jump.
Lillard outside. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Garnett. The pass to Brown. From deep. Kept alive by Boston. Hamilton outside. Here's Wallace. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on top.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams is checked in for Garnett. Robert Covington comes in for Brown. Green is checked in for Hamilton. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Lillard. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mo Wagner comes in for Anthony Davis. Brown is checked in for Williamson. And it's Napier in for Chris Paul. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to play.
Here's Wanamaker. Napier covering. And the series has been won.
And you can see the elation on their faces. It's not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity.
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild. Sometimes it'll turn you out. Saving up your feelings till they feel right. Put up a good fight.
Here's Katie. Now off the inbound.
Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
Dallas shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Now here is George. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Chauncey Billups. Tatum out there with Durant. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Doncic in at the 2 spot. Now here's George. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, the three ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch, Kevin.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
As the head coach of the Mavericks did give me a few minutes to catch up. His main concern going into tonight's Game 6 was that some of his guys may view Game 7 at home as a safety net. He told them, you don't want to punt this one because you think you'll win the next one. Momentum is a monster. We can play one game or we can play 2. Kevin, we'll see if they can wrap it up tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Tatum with it. Shot clock at 6. Unable to get that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Here's Simmons. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Outside, George. Floats one. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses.
Sige, lamang ako. Balikan ka. Lowest 5 Apat lang, oh. Limani. Apat lang.
Simmons against Lowry. Here's Vucevic. The dish to George. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Vucevic has got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
On the floor for Dallas, Harrell is out there with Durant. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then there's Lowry. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. And the Mavericks call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Dallas. Simmons dishes to Pierce. Doncic against George. 6 on the shot clock. Really left alone that time. George has got 4 this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Every time I have a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Down low, here's Vucevic. A second chance effort and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake. Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Durant with it. Now Pierce defending. Shot from 16, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 4 points at the basket from Durant. Pass to Vucevic. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Pierce against KD, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
And here is KD. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Lowry can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 7. Now Simmons. Six to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off the shot here.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
KD's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And Simmons is so deft with the floater, freezing the D complete.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The shot.
Hey guys.
Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Yeah, go ahead, go do what you want. Live free, do what you want. Ride around town, ride a bike the sun. Stay carefree, live like the sun. Man, I know all the times they putting you down. I know it take a lot just to put up a smile, but for now, do things you ain't did in a while. Blue dress, new girl, I'm feeling your style. We out to get it. We on that, we about to shut down the city. We made the week on the force in our system. We love the weed on the cock of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of mine when we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know it's alive. But we got
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for the Mavericks.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They just shot much better, and that improved their confidence, I think, as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for KD.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
On the floor for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Mills, then it's Holiday, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. Allen. That one drops for him.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
Barea, the pass to Jordan. Back to Barea. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Yep, it counts. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so the Dallas Mavericks have won the series.
You know, they had to...
So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight. And I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike. And I never move with dope. This ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine like so glow. Every lyric sing cold, cold, so most. Like Rondo on my glow when I pivot. Most these shit, move like glow. That's why I be on my own. I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke. But Dave Chappelle told me I'm. Yeah. Dave Chappelle told me I'm. And I know where you can't tell me nothing else. That's why every.
Here's Lowry. To the paint. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is where Capella excels. Close to the rim, uses his size well to dunk.
On the court right now for the Celtics. You got Bagley. Garnett out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Lillard in at the point. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Lillard from deep. And Billups pulls it down.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Durant, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Brown. And here comes Billups leading the fast break. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Now, that could be a major moment in this game. Just when you thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Truly great players make their mark in the NBA Finals. And this is a game we will always remember as one of the biggest highlights of his career. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. I'm pretty fired up, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. On the clock from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Down low. Tatum's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Brown the pass to Lillard. On deep. seconds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Mavericks trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
A little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Here's Doncic. The Mavericks rebound.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's coming waiting. Somebody tell him he's got to do more unselfishly.
Now, here's Lillard. Ball is left side, and that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 7. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. KD dishes to Capella. Out to KD. Over Butler. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 4.
And how many clutch shots have we seen Durant hit? It's countless at this point, and he keeps adding to the total.
And that's an intentional foul. That's the first that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Eyes a 3 off the inbound. Not gonna go that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Well, they're pass it to Wallace. Here's Brown.
Special occasion, I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And I don't never get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, but man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. Turn it back and I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Man, I'm talking changes on the crash course, but I ain't afraid of change.
Here's Lillard. Outside, Bagley. Hamilton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And the Mavericks call time here. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Garnett.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
On the floor for Dallas, you've got Doncic. Jason Tatum is out there with Durant. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. Now a timeout called by Boston. Here's Lillard to the inside. And Garnett misses.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Tatum gets the line. Back to Tatum. Right side Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 36.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Celtics leading by 3. Now here is Hamilton. And the pass to Lillard. Sinks the triple. 26 points for him.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And the Mavericks ball time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Lowry against Lillard. Three-pointer. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Lowry.
Lowry letting everybody in the building know when there's a big bucket to be made, get me the ball.
Now Lillard. Kick out to Hamilton. Good. Quick play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him. KD finds Capella. Lillard against Lowry. Shot clock at 5. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Lillard surveying the D. On deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
He hits the first one, and that shoots the margin to just 4.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
Now, here's Lillard. Launches a 3. That shot misses. Dallas with the ball. KD on the wing. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Tatum. It counts.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Tatum no good on the free throw. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Got it.
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. KD against Butler. KD with it. He kicks to Lowry. Over Lillard.
Got it! The very definition of clutch. Kyle Lowry rises to the occasion.
And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout. What do you think, guys?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Game 4 of the...
Trying to figure out just how I feel about you. I just like the fact that I can keep it real around you. All these ups and downs like I lost and found you. Can't believe I'm still without you. When you up at night, do you think about me? Do I cross your mind? Just wish that you would tell me if so. Then I got a place that we can go. I don't let you play me like the game's on your phone. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. When you up at night, all alone, playing games on your phone. Do I cross your mind? Gotta know these feelings for you I can't control. So where you wanna go? Nobody still get you. Came for a show, I'm a show.
Brogdon outside. And here's Garnett. Outside, Bagley. Pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. We've got Doncic. Durant is out there with Harrell. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Garnett.
He's really built up that assist total over the course of this game. And it's a great thing to have that kind of passing coming from a position other than the point. That ensures the ball will always be moving and nobody will be left out of the offense.
You know, as great as he is, you knew they were going to rely on him here in the finals. He loves having that responsibility. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic finds KD. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Lillard against Rome. Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on. To the middle. Here's Garnett. That one good for 2.
Yeah, Garnett, a remarkable scorer. Just a number of moves inside to choose from, including that looks deadly-looking jump shot.
And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 10. Pocket 6. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it. Durant's got 25 points. Boston leading by 8. The pass to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. The Mavericks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Durant. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for Boston.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And it's
if you're gonna run, give me no option. You're not strong enough for good times. Sending all our feelings through the phone line. Put up a uniform. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't get rid of anymore. You gotta play on social. You gotta play on, don't show up. And you're coming up so tough. Are you sure? You're strong enough to stay on my mind. Strong enough to stay on my mind. So I miss you when you're not by my side. Keep hanging on until our bodies touch.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
makes it. And the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for Boston. Chauncey Billups out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Harrell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's KD in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Garnett.
And his rebounding has been an anchor for him tonight. As usual, he's into double digits again in that department. And it just takes so much pressure off their other players knowing he's got the glass work covered.
Dallas making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Boston will make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Now here's Butler after Clint Capella's miss. Offensive rebound, won't. Good work defensively by Capella.
D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low. He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Butler pass to Garnett. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Garnett's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm.
Now, here's Doncic, and the dunk by Capella.
You know, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
The Celtics with the lead. Brown the pass to Lillard. On deep. And it's rebounded by Dallas. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Doncic. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Butler. And Capella sends it back.
He seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his lift to swat away shots.
Brown outside. Back to Garnett. Brown right side. Just 5 to shoot.
And after that good first half, things not going his way here in the second.
KD, that's for 2. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Down against Doncic. Brown drives in. It's good. And the Celtics lead by 4.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
They double him with Wallace. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Dallas has gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Doncic passes to Capella, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. On against Doncic. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. Up top, Brown. Guarded by Doncic. And it's Brown missing.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lane.
Doncic against Brown. And here is KD. Inside. And it's Capella missing.
Man, you don't see this fella going anywhere. Not against D like that anymore.
That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Tatum. Durant peeling it out of there. 59 seconds left in the game.
And you can't get what they're
double teamed. And it's Brown missing. Here against KD. Oh, what a huge basket to tie the game. KD's got 41. Now a timeout called by Boston. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Lillard gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And here are the Mavericks now. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. Pass to Capella. It's good.
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the two-point lead. Most important thing, no open three.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's what you take.
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they can take the lead if they play for the lead. Interesting decision.
Now Lillard. Shot to stop the run. A huge shot to tie it up.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And it's the Mavericks to start out. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup, of course, now in overtime. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Damian Lillard. Wallace out there with Garnett. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Butler at the small forward position. Here's Lillard. After the made shot from KD. Brown outside. To the right side. Garnett the pass to Butler. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Tatum, and slammed up by Tatum.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at that.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Garnett. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Tatum. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
The length of Durant, I mean, it makes him almost unstoppable.
And he makes the first. Richard Hamilton's checked in for Boston. Durant hits them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, very smooth touch from the stroke.
It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Garnett wide open, and it's off the back rim, no good. Shoots it. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got at least 18 rebound hits tonight, all over the place. Nice shot by Hamilton.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
To the middle. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Celtics trail by 7. Hamilton outside. Pass to Lillard. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 35.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
And then Durant with the jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Lillard dishes to Wallace. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario, really, for him. Point out range and also a size advantage.
And the shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. He's more about team.
Lillard against Lowry. Banked in off the glass. 37 points for Damian Lillard.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. I'll just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And the Mavericks call time here. And here are the Mavericks now. They lead by 4. Back to Tatum. Over Garnett. And it's Dallas with another.
At the height, footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range.
Lillard against Lowry. Lillard surveying the D. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Durant drawing the double team. Down there. And Capella with the basket on the assist by Durant. Capella's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas. And so Lillard will bring it up for Boston. We're now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
They double him with Wallace to the inside. Lowry kicks to Capella. Anjic passes to Capella. And Lowry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Durant. From deep three-point range, Garnett grabs the board. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their initial 9 shots here in overtime to fall. Here's Butler, who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Oh, such a tough-minded player. Butler relishes the opportunity to make plays in the clutch.
Now, here is Lowry. Pass to Capella. His shot misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing his man into a difficult attack.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 4. There's 25 seconds left in overtime. Brown is checked in for Richard Hamilton. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway.
Celtics making a switch here. Adkins checked in.
And the winning mentality of Durant, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back. Yeah, those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
It's still a
sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a two-possession game. But that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So the Dallas Mavericks are the NBA champions.
Well, they did it. And as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They worked together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing. They're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.
Congratulations to the Dallas Mavericks.
Something to